All right. Shalom Yashala. Call halal Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah. Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah. Waharakakadash Brakathum. I like to give double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the select number of Akyam, pushing his truth and sincerity in four corners of the round earth. And salutations to the select number of Akwat out there listening. I'm going to read a few verses from Revelation 18, man. Just, it's the spirit that we all should be in, right? Especially, if you're in GMS, got the 100%, we got the 100% truth doctrine, man. And what to expect, through prophecy, man, and just how everything is playing out. A lot of our people still think, this place is going to continue, or Jake just has this amount of time just to do whatever they want, and nothing's gonna come of it. And they're sadly mistaken, man. This place is over with, man. Okay, as you can see, I have Revelation 18, the fall of Babylon. Get a few verses. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. Verse 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, Salakia, and the hold of every foul spirit, and the cage of every unclean and hateful bird. Verse 3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. Okay. This goes out to all these other nations that have gotten to bed with America, reaped its benefits, but now they're, now everything is become very bitter amongst these other nations and Babylon, aka America. Okay. And then for the record, once again, Babylon the Great is referring to America. You're not going to see America written in the Bible. Okay. It's prophecy and it's all, it's spiritual. Okay. And if it doesn't correlate with you, and, hey, tough cookie, man. Let me reread verse 3 again. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. And how so? Well, hey, look at the whole thing with Trump and the tariffs and so forth. What did the other nations do in retaliation? Well, we'll apply tariffs to y'all too, right? Because these other nations have waxed rich. Because what? Look at all the influence that Babylon the Great has, and has been able to push forth, agendas that have made Babylon appealing. Okay, via Israelites, man. Okay, now, granted, first and foremost, the Most High set Esau up, to be looked at as such. But we know the driving force behind America is what? Is the labor from the 12 tribes, man. Okay, but everybody what? Everybody's been wanting to partake in America. Why? Because they know it's a free for all. You can do whatever you want. You can identify as what is whatever you want. Because we're in a time where it's like, bro, it's just sloppy, man. Everything is sloppy. It's tacky. It's like there's no, there's nothing smooth, about Babylon the Great now. America used to be it. So, but that's why everybody's has grown very disgruntled. Even the citizens, right? Everybody's getting worked to death. People's mental health isn't well. People physically aren't well. Everything is terrible in Babylon. Okay, let me read verse 3, and then I'll continue reading. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. Okay, so everybody who benefited, from America is like, man, nah, they ain't feeling it no more. You know, it's kind of like like a fling, that an ongoing fling, and it's been really backfired on these other nations, and they really seeing America for what it is. Okay, which you Israelites should be seeing it for what it is, but you want to stay here another 1,000 years. Okay, if these other nations got enough damn sense to like, nah, that's the spirit y'all should be in, right? And granted, these other nations, they're still in bed with E, but the Lord has it to where these other nations are going to make their face hard against Babylon the Great. We're already in the midst of World War III, man. Okay, I want to make that very clear. Now let me read that in its entirety. I continue reading. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. Okay. Verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. Okay. Babylon the Great is in the hot seat, man. Look what's going on. You had what? You had 2020, year of the jab in the beginning of the pandemic, and nothing has been the same. And call Allah Yahbashim Yasha for that, because now we're coming to a point to where it's obvious, bro. This place is clearly on its way out. Okay, let me see. I'll continue reading. Verse 5. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High hath remembered her iniquities. Okay, so these elite, they're not getting away with anything. Okay, these elite, and that's from all the other nations as well. No one's getting away with anything, but it's being made quite clear that that how the Lord is about to move, and clearly moving on this place. That this place is nothing to glorify, man. Okay. Matter of fact, if y'all can bear me, Baba Kushai, I want to cause that word Salakia, bear me, Baba Kushai. Oh, verse Salakia. Skipped over a word I wanted to get, so bear with me, Baba Kushai. Whew. So you can bear me, Baba Kushai. I just had the word. I wanted to get that word fornication, and in the Greek, I believe this is where the word I want to be smart about this because I don't want to get my video clipped. But the term corn, brothers and sisters can catch on. Corn, that's where that term in the Greek is. It's a damn shame. I gotta filter that word, man. Bear me, Baba Kosha. It's it's pornea, and that's from the Greek. Okay, G4202. So, like, if you bear with me, Baba Kosha. is giving me a little trouble. Bear with me. So like it. Oh, finally, Salakia. Okay, so that because fornication is always thought to be sexually. It's just more so of a play on words. It's symbolic, and parabolic with the scriptures. Okay, so that's where the word corn comes from, is pornea. If you brothers and sisters out there can catch on, the outline biblical usage of defilement of idolatry as incurred by eating the sacrifices offered to idols. It's like a worship of idols, you know, but it has what? Adultery, right? It has adultery, then it has fornication, homosexuality, lesbianism, intercourse with animals, sexual intercourse with close relatives, sexual intercourse with a divorced man or woman. But the whole thing of it is like figuratively with idolatry, you know, people being so drawn to America. So that's what that fornication is going into. Okay. And then here in what? In Babylon the Great, fornication is what? Held hypersexual is what? Is praised here, is put on a pedestal in Babylon the Great. So that's where that term fornication comes from, is pornea, which the term corn comes from. Okay, I just want to put that out there. This is back in verse 5. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High hath remembered her iniquities. Verse 6. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, Shalakia, and double unto her, double according to her works, in the cup which she hath filled to her double. Okay, so everything that's been done to the tribes, okay, America's going to pay for, man. Okay, this place has messed over everyone, man. Okay, this place has messed over everyone, but most importantly, it shouldn't have touched the Lord's people as it did. He went too far. The elite went too far, and that's why the Lord is bringing this place down. They've done too much. Verse 7. How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen and am now Salakia, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. And let me get that. Isaiah 47:8. Okay, this is Isaiah chapter 47, verse 8. Therefore, hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, and that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thine heart, I am, and none else besides me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. Okay, so this place is what? Very proud, man. And E is very proud. Okay. And see, and a lot of our people have taken on this proud trait, which is a disgusting trait to take hold to, man. Jake ain't got nothing to be proud of, bro. This place is on its way out, and Jake is trying to hold on to something, man. Okay, this place, time is clearly up. Okay, and guess what? When this place goes up, and when it's destroyed, the elect ain't gonna be here, man. 2/3 of our people gonna get destroyed. Okay. Verse 8. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord our power, who judgeth her. Okay. So the elect ain't gonna be destroyed, man. Okay, all you 2/3 who want this place to continue, you Israelites who are in the know and still think this place is going to continue, you're going to be destroyed right along with it, man. Okay, you're gonna get rewarded right along with it. Okay, this place is on its way out. Okay, the fall of Babylon is the context of this chapter is very clear, man. Okay, the context of this chapter is very clear for you know people who have benefited from it and don't want to lose their goodies, and you know to be the worst version of yourself here in this place, man. You know, into the flesh it feels good, but guess what? You're gonna give an account to wanting to feel so goddamn good in Babylon the Great. Okay, this place is on its way out. But that's all I had on this. I just want to get a few of those scriptures, which this is a great chapter within itself, and it's very clear through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahshua what's gonna happen. But Abaratazah, this is edifying for the body. So with that, once again, call halal Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah Waha Rakakwadash Brakathum. Once again, I'd like to give double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the select number of Achaeon pushing his truth and sincerity in four corners of the round earth. And salutations to the select number of Aquath out there listening. Shalom.